Hey, Valerie. And there's Cindy. How are you guys? And there's Mary. Valerie, I was going to tell you, I did your critique in the design group. I didn't know if you saw it yet or not. Be sure you go back there and watch. I got here just in the nick of time to get started on it. You did watch? Okay, good. Good deal. Yeah, and that's one of my favorite summer designs. I didn't make one this year. I need to, though. I kept on walking by. I was trying to be really strong, you know, not buying too many supplies. And I kept on walking by and walking by. Every time I'm in Hobby Lobby, I think about it when I walk past those sunflowers. But, okay, let's see if we can get... Where are we? But anyway, I'm down here working on orders, and depending on how the first one went, then it was going to dictate whether I could go live later this afternoon. But I do want to go ahead and make this with you. I've got to make another lantern swag, and I'll show you what it's based on. And you guys, this has always been a good seller for me year after year. I started making these back when I very first started making lantern swags, and I don't think I even listed it last year because I just got tired of making them, but I relisted them this year and they sold out. I just now renewed them again, but it's just a real simple design. Just has some greens there, some winter greens, and some berries, pine cones, and then this gorgeous ribbon. It's very, very traditional, but anyway, I need to make another one of these. So, and as you come in, be sure you let me know how you're doing. If you're a first-time viewer, let me know where you're from. And I'm going to clean up this back here. I missed something I need to trim off here. But I always talk, you know, I like to do lantern swags. Well, I call them lantern swags, but they really, you can use them for a lot of different uses. Some people just, you know, buy a grapevine wreath and add them to the grapevine, and you've got a wreath. You can put them on the end of banisters. You can put them, I have one lady who, she puts hers and just lays it out in the center of their dining table. You can put it under a light fixture outside, put it on a mailbox. So there's all kinds of different uses for it, even though I do always call them lantern swags. I need to just call it a swag, right? So let me get back here, trying to get us pulled up so I can see comments. So how is everybody? Hey, greetings, Marilyn. How are you? Yeah, Valerie, that sunflower is really cool. So anyway, I just started with a piece of garland, you guys. I like this one because it has some different kinds of texture. It has kind of this less expensive looking piece here, and then it has some better pieces as well. But it has a variety of greens, and I cut this off about 20 inches, and that's what I use as my base. And the swag actually is made for a 26-inch lantern. So get this out of the way. I did already make my bow. You've seen me make bows a million times, but I just kind of left the tails long and kind of unruly, and I usually will wait to trim those until I get it onto the lantern. So we'll set those off to the side, and then I've got a few greens here. And this was one big bush, and I just take it apart and I just use the greens from that to add to. And I like to use these two big sections. So, hey Lisa, hey Joyce and Dorothy. Thank you guys for being here. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. All right, so I'm just going to take part of it, this part with the pine cone, and people that are in my design group and tell you I usually will come back and I'll reposition these a lot of times. Not always, but I probably will. I'm going to shorten this down just a little bit here. So what's everybody's weather like today? We are in, well, it's not the deep freeze, but it's cold here in Indiana. Cold and cloudy. We haven't seen the sun for days. And for some reason, that always makes you tired, or it does me. All right, I'm just going to take this. I'm just going to add it to this little piece here. Oops. Get that out of the way. And I'm just going to take a couple of these branches and wrap it around. Find some here. I usually have this laying down on the table, but I'm trying to hold it up so you guys can see. But just take that and give it a twist or two. And then I'll come up here with the other piece. Now this piece I'm going to cut down. It's pretty large. But I'll wait until I get it on the swag to cut it down to the length I want. Oh, Valerie, mid-70 and overcast. That sounds perfect. That sounds perfect. We are going to be traveling this year, though, during the cold weather, hopefully. If all the stars line out right, I don't have to spend the winter up here in the cold. Even if you can get away a couple of weeks, you know, it usually is enough to take the edge off of it and make the winter go faster, I think. All right, so I went ahead and I put that little piece in there too. Same way, I just, you know, twisted a couple of ties. And then I'm going to take a zip tie and just reinforce it right here in the middle. Like I said, I usually do this sitting down on the table, but I want you guys to be able to see it. Living in paradise. Yes, you are. Well, and you paid your dues, Valerie, didn't you? Used to live up in the cold, didn't you? I'm just going to tighten this. And I know it doesn't look like much right now, so don't worry. We're going to make it into something. And I already don't like where that pine cone's at. To me, they always attach them too tightly, and you can't get them out. I like things light and airy, fluffy, and they're always like smashed in there to me. All right, so now, like I said, I already made our bow, and we'll go ahead and attach that now. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and add my berries first. The other one, sometimes I forget and I'll add them afterwards, but it's easier if you can do it before. I'm just going to get the tags off. And these are just those berries from Hobby Lobby, which I like to use every year. You just got to make sure you come in here and fluff them a little bit. Yeah, 30 years in Minnesota, that's what I was thinking. Hey, Jordan. There's Paula. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Ruth. I'm great. Hey, Janet. I'm doing great. We had an early morning. We had to take my husband had to go to a doctor's appointment this morning, but got back here this afternoon. And I need to get busy. I still have not finished my house decorating, which that is really stressing me out. Okay, I'm just going to kind of sneak this up in here. Try and get it mingled in there so it looks a little bit more natural. And then we'll get another zip tie. I'm going to attach that. I'll attach those berries. So do you guys decorate lanterns? Or do you make little swags? Let me know in the comments. I make a lot of these, but I don't usually decorate my own lanterns, just because I'm just, you know, it's kind of like the cobbler's shoes, you know, when you're doing it all the time and you're making a lot of them, kind of run out of juice, or I do. I'm going to pull that tie really snug and just clip this off now. So I just nestled those down in there. Now I am going to go back and I'll put something to cover that zip tie. And usually on these, all I do, I get a little piece of evergreen, which I'm just going to take a little piece like this, or a leaf, that works too. And we're just going to put a little dab of glue right over the top of that zip tie. And then I just usually fold it in a U shape like that. I just slide it right over the top. Now you can't see where the zip tie was. Okay. And the other zip tie, my bow will cover that. Now, as far as the top ones, I'll wait on the berries up there. I'll just glue those in. But these are, I usually put a little bit more on the bottom, so I want to get those in there first. Just kind of nestle them in there. Oh, good, Stacy. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, Cheryl. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is put my bow on. I wish I had you guys down lower so you could see. Well, you guys can see, can't you? And I, on purpose, left some longer tails. Those are going to be for the bottom. And usually, you know, it's hard to make, you know, more than one bow exactly identical. So I usually wait until I get it up on the swag or on the lantern, and then I trim my tails here. But I try to give these two long ones down toward the bottom. And I'm just going to wrap that right around there. Tighten that up. Oh, thank you guys for following. Hey, Lisa. Didn't do your Christmas one yet. For shucks. Joyce does some small ones. I think they really do add a lot. And like I said, it's so easy just to put them up on a banister or a light fixture, something like that. All right, now I need something to attach it to the lantern, right? And I like to use rustic wire. Some people call it grapevine wire. I heard it called another thing the other day. I can't remember what was now. Maybe bark wire. It might have been bark wire. But anyway, it's just a heavy gauge wire. And that's what they'll use to attach it to the lantern. So who all has their Christmas shopping done? I do not. Haven't even started. I got a list in my head though. Haven't even started. I need to get that done. All right. So we'll go ahead and attach this. Oh, thank you. 1,000 likes. Cool. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Keep it going. I really appreciate that. I usually try not to, I try not to look at numbers while I'm live. If I get distracted, it's all over. And that's easy for me to do. It's easy for me to get distracted. So I just try to keep on going. Cindy, you're all done. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Thank you. And I just put glue on the end down here because that rustic wire tends to ravel. And so that'll keep it sealed. Because I want people to be able to use this, you know, more than one season. I know my stuff, I usually get tired of it before it goes bad. All right, so we'll let that dry. And like I say, I know it doesn't look like much right now. Hey, Sue, how are you? Guys, I don't want to call Sue out or anything, but she's got an important event coming up the end of this week. Is it okay if I tell Sue? I think it's fabulous. I do. I think it's just absolutely fabulous. I'm really happy. But anyway, I won't tell if you don't want me to, Sue. Please tell. Jackie's wanting to know, where do I buy the rustic wire? And you can get it about anywhere. If I'm not going to be going to town, I'll just buy it off of Amazon. Hobby Lobby has it. I assume that Michael's does. We don't have a Michael's here, so I don't know. Hobby Lobby has it. I get it from my wholesaler. Sims Pottery has it. Oh, gosh. About anywhere, Jackie. Uh-oh, you told your group? Okay. Yes. Well, Sue, our friend Sue, is going to have her 80th birthday on Friday, you guys. Sue with Sisters Floral and Decor. If you haven't followed her, you need to. She makes amazing designs. But she's going to turn 80. And I think she looks fabulous. I am so impressed. I just hope I'm half as good as she is whenever I get that age. So happy birthday. We're going to celebrate her birthday all week. And she's still going, guys. Still strong, creating and all that. So I think it's amazing. Yes. Yeah, Valerie agrees. Sisters Floral is amazing. I don't know if you're on TikTok. Are you, Sue? Are you on TikTok? I think you are. I think we talked about it before. I told her I might be kidnapping her Friday. Okay, so I just go through here and I start fluffing out this bow. Sometimes I need to trim out some of it. And you know what? I just noticed something, a big problem here. I used 2 different ribbons for the center here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and make this one. This can be a single. The other 2 needed to match. And I had pre-made this bow, so I just went ahead and used it, but I didn't realize I had 2 different center ribbons on it. So, like I said, we'll keep on going. That's an easy fix. Now, the other one has like a mesh. It has more of a mesh on it. You can see the difference. But that's okay. We will fix that before it goes out. So it's a little bit too full, I think, as far as the bow. So I'm going to start trimming parts of it out. Namely, this right here needs to go. I like to give that just a little bit of a kink like that. Oh, thank you, Sue. Yeah, it's a somebody bought two of them, so I want them to be identical, or well, as close to identical as you can. But so I either have to make another one because I have that other ribbon. I have both ribbons. I just didn't even look at that whenever I went to create the first one. All right, so and I'm going to leave this one kind of long because I want to have all that wording on there and that really pretty L. But we'll go ahead and trim these tails. Give that a little bit of a kink. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to trim out some of this also. And then we'll use part of it to dress up the bow just a little bit. That's what we have so far. That's a little bit long too. And this is a little bit long. All right, let me turn it toward me so I know you guys can't see it very well that way. And I'm trimming this down just a little bit because, you know, with the measurements that I've got it listed at, it's going to be a little bit long. So that allows me to come back in here and kind of get rid of the stuff that I don't like. Like this piece right here. And then I save little pieces like this, and then I'll stick them in the bow once I get happy with it, which I'm not yet. That's the thing on bows, guys. People are always telling me, yeah, I can't make a bow, I can't make a bow. But, you know, if you're working with wired ribbon, it just takes, you know, manipulation like what I'm doing here. Just keep on working with it and shaping it until you get happy with it. Because you guys saw what that bow looked like to start with. It didn't look like nothing. But we're getting there. And I'm going to use part of the bow, or part of the greens to hold my loops back where I want. I don't know, this one here is just not letting everything lay right. I'm just going to go ahead and trim it off. See, it is bugging me. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. We're not done yet. Hey, Joy, how are you? Oh, Stacy, you're almost finished too? Gosh. Every year I say that we'll get started earlier and earlier, but I don't. It's like next thing you know, it's Halloween, and then after that, it's Christmas, right? Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, look at all those likes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to start adding a little bit of stuff in here in the bow. Now that I've got it thinned down where I like it, let me turn it here this way a little bit. I'm just going to put this right here where I trim those other pieces off. And I don't have any other pieces I want to take off. I do need to add a little bit of eucalyptus here to the middle, and to the, well, throughout, I guess, but let me see where I want to put it. I'm going to use this so it'll kind of hold that one tail that I've been fighting with. It'll hold it where I want it. Oh, thank you. Evelyn from Mexico. Where at in Mexico? Thank you for being here. Okay, we need to add some berries up top too, and a little bit more of this eucalyptus down on the bottom. Get better piece than that. I'm probably still going to end up cutting out that pine cone. I just don't like the way it looks. And we'll replace it with something else. Goodness, there. I'll save it, but I'm not going to keep that there. Okay, let's go ahead and put a little bit of eucalyptus right there in the middle. That's what we've got so far. Looks like I've got a smashed loop somewhere. Let's see. It's looking in the camera. It's hard to tell backwards. All right, I need some berries up here also, and some eucalyptus, and a pine cone. So what do you guys do on your front door after Christmas? Do you put anything on your door? Oh, thank you for sharing. Thank you, Fluffy. Fluffy's so sassy. I like that. Thank you. Hey, Nancy. How are you? mingle some of these berries in there. Just getting some glue. Okay, so just added some berries. Let's see, need a little bit more eucalyptus. I hope I have enough. I'm putting this in, in a particular fashion because, like I said, I've got to make a matching set here. Put that right there. And they won't be, they won't be exactly alike. I think that's impossible. But I don't want them to be totally different either. Okay, so we've got a little bit of eucalyptus going on there. Now, I need to add those pine cones. And these I actually stole off of another spray that same thing. I'm always repositioning pine cones. I'll put that one right down here where you can see it. Oh, thank you, Valerie. Valerie's asking, will I still be doing my subscribers group? I don't know, Valerie. I've been kind of tossing that idea around. I don't know. I need to investigate it more. I just don't know. I've never really paid much attention to it, to be honest. Okay, so I just added that pine cone down there. Whoops. Now I need to put one up on top. Oh, you saw it pinned? Yeah, I forgot about that, actually. I need to change that until I make my mind up. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this one because I've got a good amount of evergreen I can attach it to down here. Okay. So I just put it up here. All right, now a few more berries around, and I think I'll be, well, and probably a little bit more stuff in the bow there. Oh, thank you, Joyce. Hey, Suzanne. Thank you. Gosh, I can't see. Patricia, I can't see, guys. Surely you're going to make a winter wreath for Christmas that'll last till spring. That is smart thinking. I try to do that. In fact, we made this swag last night in my design group. If you guys can see it, we made this last night in my design group, and that was something I thought would do for Christmas, or it'd make it through through the winter. But I think it turned out really pretty. I haven't got it listed yet, but it will be for sale. but I just think it turned out gorgeous. I like real monochromatic looks a lot. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, now let's go ahead and I'm going to get the berries done, and then we'll move on to something else. But I feel like I need a little eucalyptus right here too. Because you want to look at it from the sides also, right? Don't want to just look at it front, front straight on, I should say. I was trying to think of that word. Straight on. I just filled in over here. Now I'm going to put some berries over here. That's a bad thing with lantern swags when you're making them. On a video, it's hard for everybody to see because I've got to turn it around here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I just snuck those right there behind that, behind this ribbon tail. And actually, I might shorten it down just a little bit. Let's do that. Okay, that's what I've been working on right here. Now I need a little bit of berries over on this side also. It's a little bit naked. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's okay, Valerie. You have a good day. Thank you, Nancy. Your job is done. Oh, thank you, Lisa, so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I owe you, Lisa. She said her job here is done. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm just going to stick a few berries over here to the side. I'm just filling in so it looks pretty from all sides here. All right, let me look at this other side here. Get a few berries over there. I'll have them sneaking out from the side there. Okay, I'll just put them right over there. Okay, let's see what else we need to do here. I need to put a little bit more of something in the middle. I usually just play around with these, just kind of trying them on for size, so to speak, until I find a place where I like it. And I'm going to put it right back over here. Okay, I think we're about done. And like I said, I'll have to go back and make another one. because I was supposed to be making a matching set, and I inadvertently, I didn't realize the other one was already made. I didn't realize that we had two different ribbons in the center, so I need to switch one of them out. You can see. This one's more of a mesh one. This is more of a solid. So we'll switch those out before I send it off to its new home. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Does anybody have any questions I've missed? Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much. Hey, Hanel. Or Hanley. I've not heard that name. I like that. Thank you guys for all the follows. And for all the likes. I really, truly appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, well, that's all I have for you this afternoon. And again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind to share this video, not only will it help me, it's kind of like my tip jar, so to speak, but then also it'll always be on your page then if you ever want to go back and refer to it. But like I said, I just need to get this shipped out today, this and its partner. So that's what I'll sign off and do now. And if you do make one, be sure and let me know. Share it to my page. I'd really appreciate to see that. Oh, thank you, Sue. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.